What inspired you to talk about or write about and to create a playbook for this type of topic?
Frankly, David, it was probably a little self-serving. I've read a lot of playbooks in business. Scaling Up is one that's pretty popular in my crowd, and the Entrepreneurial Operating System, Traction, is another one. Both Traction in particular is getting a lot of popularity in the United States. And I thought to myself, why don't I write a book that talks about what I do as a growth coach, growth consultant, and gear it towards my audience? And my audience is typically family businesses and specifically next-gen leaders in family businesses. And so I wrote this book, particularly with the millennial reader, business leader. Typically, they were probably a technician, business owner, and they want to scale the business, and they need someone who understands the family dynamics and provides the playbook.
John Bradshaw is famous for the book The Family, which is about the dysfunctional family system. Do you go into, because every family is dysfunctional, it doesn't matter how functional we think we are, we're all dysfunctional, and everyone plays a different role in that dysfunction. Do you go into those kind of techniques?
I really try and stick with the idea that any business, family business or not, is still a business. And I try and get them into the mindset that, let's take family out of the equation if we can. Let's just think about, what would it be like if you guys were not family, you guys were a business? How would you run this? Because the truth is that whether it's a family business or it's a regular business, you need to run it like a business, and you need to think like a business. You need to have shareholders and board of directors, and I don't get into the family meeting, Mike, and that family meeting, which is an important meeting. And I probably will do more of that with clients as I see that they're running into these obstacles. But I hope that they come to me with some healthy family dynamics. And I try and point out the dysfunctional and unhealthy, but I'm not a psychotherapist. I don't play in that space. I'm really a scaling up coach who understands that, families have some unique feelings about things.
So what happens when you have everything set up, you've been able to, complete the business side of what's going on, but yet you still have family components, and they come to you and, they give you, some sort of, I can't work here, or they're the family's making me be here because we're going to go broke if we don't keep the business alive, or one of the family issues that goes beyond the therapy of relationship, but just the obligation that is not there. My employees are not going to be there if I can't pay them.
Right.
But my family would be to keep the business alive.
Of course.
How do you deal with that?
It's not that easy to deal with that, to be honest, right? So I think, my answer is if they're coachable, coach them as much as you can, teach them to lead, teach them about business. And if they don't, at the end of the day, have the will, then it's not the right fit.
How would you answer this question? Should I go into business with my family?
If respect is there for each other, then I would say yes, that's a good sign. Then we just need to work out some of the finances. If one person's got credit and the other person's, got money. I mean, we have to work out all those types of details. But ultimately, David, it's like a marriage. It comes down to respect, I think. And it's beyond communication, because if you have respect, then you will communicate in a way that makes sense.
President of Goldhill Group, Jonathan Goldhill, goldhillgroup.com and disruptivesuccessor.com. Definitely check it out, especially if you are in a family business.